Bank of Russia moves to safeguard crypto companies against sanctions. Now, I retweeted this one earlier this week and said, are we the baddies? Why? Because obviously the US is and the UK is basically sanctioning a bunch of cryptocurrency technologies and removing, of course, like a lot of financial sovereignty within their borders. Meanwhile, Russia's going the opposite, right? And actually, for fear of this podcast going on a little bit too long, well, no, we got time. We can do this. I do fear that this is going to put us on the no fun list, by the way. So please share, I suppose. This is going to put us on the no fun list, I think. Which I think we're already on the no fun list. If we were BitBoy Crypto, we get 10K views, though. It is what it is. The Central Bank of Russia has introduced measurements to protect entities working with digital assets from sanction pressures. These businesses will be exempted from some reporting requirements as part of a regulatory relief intended to minimize the burden on financial organizations. This is huge, guys. So the Central Bank of the Russian Federation has allowed issuers of digital finance assets not to disclose information sensitive in the light of sanction risks. The exemption, valid until July 1st of 2023, concerns data revealing the beneficial owners of such entities. What's going on here, right? Obviously, this is being done because oligarchs, blah, 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 don't want sanctioning to happen on their addresses. And so the Central Bank of Russia is saying, hey, just don't tell us about it right now. This is only valid till July of 2023. So it's very sneaky, right? Like, you need to read it for what it is. What is it? Well, what it is Russia basically, or the Central Bank of Russia, adhering to the principles of crypto, but only for the interim effect of basically trying to get around sanctions. Once again, though, if you know me, you know that I'm against sanctions within cryptocurrency. So I personally don't have anything against this practice. I just wish it was permanent. Right? That's me. According to an announcement quoted by Russian crypto media, the temporary reporting relief is part of package measures meant to help persons and organizations operating within the Russian financial market infrastructure. While Russia is yet to regulate cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, the existing law on digital financial assets permits companies to issue coins and tokens in controlled environments. 3 operators of information systems in which DFA can be issued have already been licensed by the CBR. These are Russia's largest bank, SBER, the tokenization service Atomize, and Lighthouse. In the press release, the Bank of Russia explained that the regulatory and supervisory relief provided to financial market participants and DFA issuers since earlier this year is intended to minimize the burden on these organizations in the current economic and geopolitical situation. Hey. During this economic situation, why is the oppressive nation of Russia helping its citizens out more than the free world of the United States? Why? You can cut this cookie however you want. The way that they are going to aim it, of course, is that Russia bad. They're doing this to get around sanctions. Yes, that is true. But they're allowing their citizens to do it, and they are providing them with some financial relief, while the exact opposite is happening in the United States. Two wrongs don't make a right, but 3 lefts do. So let's take another left, my friends. Please. Crazy. A proposal to legalize the use of cryptocurrencies for international settlements in order to lower the sanctions pressure has been backed by Russian institutions, including the central bank, which has traditionally maintained a hardline stance on crypto regulations. The CBR insisted that the support offered to financial firms, including DFA issuers and exchange operators, has alleviated the negative effects of the restrictions and allowed them to adapt to the new conditions. The regulator plans additional steps in the same direction, such as amendments allowing the recognition of losses due to the sanctions. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now that I do think that we are in a position, and I want you to tune into the after stream over on Locals, because we're going to put this all together for you. We're not talking about it right now, but we're going to talk about what was happening at Twitter, with Saudi Arabia and Saudi Arabia's play in all this. We have to talk about BRICS. These are things that are going to be very, very serious that you need to pay attention to. But the only position that the U.S. puts themselves in when it comes to cryptocurrency by regulating it to this extent is at a global economic disadvantage. If you are going to be a capitalistic society that prides itself, of course, on innovation, then you need to incentivize people to basically innovate, right? You should incentivize the push towards cryptocurrency. You should be at the forefront of it. You should enable people to innovate within the space. Are we the baddies? Are we putting ourselves in this particular case at a disadvantage economically? These are the questions I have surrounding this. Thanks for checking out this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. You can check out the full episode here or more crypto content down here. Also, I'd like you to check out my Locals page at sonofatech.locals.com, where you can become a member for free or choose to be a $5 a month supporter that unlocks additional content.